Lesson 5, Canto 3, Part 1. Welcome to the third canto, which has 33 chapters containing 1,416 verses. The opening verse for Canto 3 is, Sukadeva Goswami said, after renouncing his prosperous home and entering the forest, King Vijura, the great devotee, asked this question of His Grace, Maitreya Rishi. As the third canto contains 33 chapters with a variety of subjects, I have divided it into two parts. Part 1 is chapters 1 to 19 and introduces personalities such as Vijura, Uddhava, Maitreya, the four Kumaras, Hiranyaksh, and Lord Vraha. We begin with a summary of chapter 1. When Vijura advises Dhritarashtra to give up his paternal affection for Duryodhana, he is insulted by Duryodhana, and thus he leaves the palace. Vijura takes it as a blessing and goes on pilgrimage to seek the Lord's mercy. He meets Uddhava and asks him to describe the glories of Lord Krishna. Chapter 2. Uddhava becomes ecstatic, describing Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan. He says, what is more merciful than Krishna, who gave the demon Putana the position of his mother, although she came to kill him? Chapter 3. After leaving Vrindavan, Krishna marries thousands of queens, beginning with Rukmini, and by expanding himself, he simultaneously lives with all 16,108 wives in Dwarka. Chapter 4. After Krishna leaves Dwarka, Uddhava follows him. He sees Krishna sitting beneath a banyan tree, preparing to leave this world. The Lord instructs Uddhava and Maitreya in transcendental knowledge. Krishna sends Uddhava to Badarak Ashram with a message and asks him to preach to the devotees there. Chapter 5. Vijura meets Maitreya in Hadwar and asks him about the knowledge he received from the Lord. Maitreya explains the Lord's creation of the demigods and the basic ingredients of the universe. Chapter 6. Maitreya relates how the demigods became frustrated because the ingredients of the universe were not combining. The Lord entered the elements along with time, and the universal form appeared. Chapter 7. Vijura asks Maitreya how Lord Brahma created the universe after the appearance of the universal form. Chapter 8. Brahma could not understand the creation, himself, or his lotus, which was being blown around in great circles. But after meditating for 100 years, he saw the Lord lying on Anantasesha. Chapter 9. Brahma surrendered to the Lord and prayed for the power to create the universe. The Lord assured Brahma, don't worry, all knowledge will be revealed to you from within your heart. Chapter 10. Brahma could see that his lotus was spread throughout the universe. Thus he entered the lotus and created the 14 divisions of planetary systems as the residences of different types of beings. Chapter 11. Maitreya describes the duration of time from the smallest fraction of a second up to the lifetime of Lord Brahma, who lives trillions of earth years. Maitreya says that the sun enlivens all living entities with its unlimited heat and light, diminishes the duration of life for all living entities just to release them from their illusory material attachment, and enlarges the path of elevation to the heavenly kingdom. Chapter 12. When Brahma's sons, the 4 Kumaras, refused to help Brahma produce living beings, Brahma's suppressed anger caused the birth of Lord Shiva. Chapter 13. Brahma could not save the earth, which had fallen into the universal ocean, so Lord Vraha made his advent from Brahma's nostril. Sages, enlivened by the Lord's roaring, offered prayers to Vraha as the object of Vedic sacrifice. Chapter 14. Vidura inquires about the demon Hiranyaksh, and Maitreya describes his inauspicious conception by Diti and Kasyapa at twilight. Chapter 15. When darkness pervaded the universe because of the power of the demoniac twin embryos in Diti's womb, Brahma explained that the 2 demons were previously doorkeepers in Vaikuntha. Because they offended the Kumaras, they were cursed to become demons. The Kumaras, who were impersonalist, saw the Lord of Vaikuntha and smelled the tulsi leaves decorating his lotus feet. They experienced a change of heart and became his devotees. Chapter 16. The Lord pacified the Kumaras and explained how he himself serves the Vaishnavas, and thus his lotus feet become so pure that they can purify all sins. The Kumaras glorified the Lord's affection for his devotees and regretted that they had cursed 2 faultless persons. Chapter 17. Hiranyaksh challenged Varuna to fight, but Varuna avoided the contest by saying that he was too old and that Vraha would be a worthier opponent. Chapter 18. Before fighting with Hiranyaksh, Lord Vraha rescued the earth from the depths of the ocean. Chapter 19. After sending various weapons at full speed to kill the Lord, Hiranyaksh was easily killed when the Lord nonchalantly slapped him on the root of his ear. The closing verse for Canto 3, Chapter 19, verse 38 is, "This most sacred narrative confirms extraordinary merit, wealth, fame, longevity, and all the objects of one's desire. On the field of battle, it promotes the strength of one's vital organs and organs of action. One who listens to it at the last moment of his life is transferred to the supreme abode of the Lord, O dear Sunaka." So there were many really interesting topics in this first part of Canto 3. The next lesson is part 2 of Canto 3. Namaste.